there, welcome back to my garden. Earlier today I filmed a little garden tour of us walking down my garden path and showed you all of these beautiful daylilies that are in bloom. So I thought I'd just record this little intro to say hello and welcome you on this walk through the garden. I hope you enjoy. And here we are on July 5th, and the daylilies are coming into full force here. We've got these orange ones, we've got yellow ones. I'm just going to kind of pan across here so you can see. And there's Justin and Foxy out in the yard, enjoying the sunshine. Foxy loves to lay there in the sun. It's like the pitty in her wants to lay in the sun, and then the husky in her gets hot. So she has to balance those two things. And then the daylilies keep going, 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 going. I'll show you more closely. And this beautiful little view down our path. We have these giant, giant, giant Japanese silvergrass over here along the side of the house. This is a mountain laurel, very lush. We have some daylilies there and some impatiens that are kind of hiding behind. But I thought I'd take you down a little stroll down the daylily path. So these yellow ones are called Stella d'Oro, I believe, and they make me think of in Kenshin, one of our favorite animes, how Kenshin always says Oro. It's kind of a little, I don't know, cute little thing that he says when he's befuddled. But these are Stella d'Oro daylilies, many, 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 many of them going on in here. These beautiful ones with the purple centers, kind of cream colored with the purple centers, are called Pandora's Box. And I absolutely love these. These might be my favorite of all the daylilies if I had to pick one. And I don't know what all the varieties are that we have, all the names, because some of them have just been given to us by other people. We've dug them up from other people's gardens, and I don't know what they are. But these we bought from an actual daylily farm many years ago, where you could go and look at all the different varieties and then dig up bulbs of the ones you wanted. So these are Pandora's Box. Foxy's now over there rolling around. Oh, she's gone to the shade. She's gone to the shade. That's a good thing. And then we have these large pink ones with yellow centers. And then these large red ones. And these may actually be the same variety here. I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes the daylilies kind of hybridize with each other. So these may be red ones that have just decided to be a little lighter in color. Maybe even the sun is bleaching them out, but I'm not sure why it would do it on this one and not this one. But I love these giant, giant, giant red ones. You can see these ready to open. Daylilies do only bloom for one day, each bloom, but they have many, many blooms that keep coming. That's why they're such a cool plant. And then as we go down here, all of this is the bleeding heart that bloomed in the spring and now has just really grown out, and I haven't cut it back because I do like the foliage. Here we have hibiscus, which have not come into bloom yet. We have a bunch of those along the back of the garden, and they're one of the last things in the late summer that will come into bloom. So we'll see those later on. So continuing to walk down our garden path. Little garden tour for you. I mean, you can see how tall the stuff is. I mean, it's up. Some of it's almost as tall as me. This is a purple lupine flower. I think they're so cool. We have some red ones of those somewhere. I'm not sure if they're in bloom yet, but I love how the blooms start opening up from the bottom. They kind of have this green cone-shaped blossom, and then they open up from the bottom. They're beautiful. This is a tiger lily that has not yet bloomed yet. It's getting ready to. And you can see its funky, cool seeds, how the seeds develop on like the outside of the stem. Really, really unique and fascinating. And you can harvest these seeds and plant them to get more tiger lilies. We have done that a lot. This one here, all the ones we have come from either them reseeding themselves or us seeding them. This is the Baptisia, which its purple blooms have now passed, but it has this beautiful foliage and these really cool seed pods. I can get in a little closer over here. These really cool seed pods, which will continue to dry out and turn grayish black. And then by the fall, they make little rattles that you can hear. Oop, Foxy's snorting over there. She's digging in the dirt. They make little rattles that I have used in videos before. You can shake them and the seeds will rattle around in them. We have these orange daylilies, which are a native variety that just grow wild around here. In a lot of places, you will see them along roadsides and in wooded areas. They just love to grow everywhere, so we've let them grow in our gardens. We also have these wild daisies with this purplish, pinkish tone to them. These are not anything that I planted. They have just come to be here in the garden. We'll continue. Here's another giant clump of silver grass. There are some lilies here on this side that have not bloomed yet. Oh, and this is the, what is this one called? The yellow, I think this is coreopsis, yellow coreopsis. And for years, Justin and I called this Sunny D because we didn't know what it was. And we had a place in our garden where this was growing alongside some other purple wildflowers, and inspired by the 90s commercials for Sunny Delight, we used to say, oh, purple stuff, Sunny D. If you know what I'm talking about, that might make you smile. Some coreopsis, some Sunny D. Come back around here, keep walking down the path. These are all irises that have passed. There are a few down here towards the end which will bloom again. Will bloom again in the fall. And all of this little silvery stuff sticking up is, I don't know what it's technically called. In my family we call it snow on the mountain. And it's something that I brought from my aunt's garden in West Virginia and put into our beds here. And it spreads a lot. It can get a little bit out of control, but I think it's really, really beautiful. And you can see my little herb bed over here where we've got some sage and lemon balm, chives. There's some lavender and oregano and other things in there. And there are some sunflowers starting to come up. So that's nice. Continue to go down the path here on this side. We have my roses, which are actually doing pretty well this year. They haven't always done the best in this spot, but we have a lot of blooms this year. There's one with some sort of a bee or an insect inside it. Maybe a beetle, I won't disturb them too much. As you can see, let me see if I can get down in here. A beautiful rosy bloom of that. beautiful waxy leaves and little thorns. It's a beautiful plant. And then we have more daylilies here. And then these lilies, which are Asiatic lilies, a different variety, which are just getting ready to bloom. This first one have these big, cool buds. And when they open, they will stay open for quite a while. They last longer than daylilies, and they're on these large, spiky stems. So I'll have to show you more of those later, once they have fully opened. Let's see, we'll come around here on the garden path. What else shall I show you? We've got this large, you'll probably be able to hear the fan up there now, but that's okay. Got this large varieties bush, which is quite large, and when Foxy was a puppy, she liked to come down off the steps and dive into it. She doesn't do that quite as much now. We've got some lamb's ear down here that the bees absolutely love. See, there's a bee on the lamb's ear. I will try not to bother our bee friend here. Has these beautiful purpley blooms, and its foliage is quite fuzzy. I won't touch this one because I don't want to disturb this bee. Don't worry, friend, I'm not taking away your blossom, but they are quite beautiful and very, 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 very soft. My shadow is getting in my way here. Let's see, you can see their beautiful shape, and their leaves really do feel like lamb's ears. They're very, very velvety and soft and fun to touch. And then we'll come up here, and you can see this is an Adam's needle yucca, which is quite a unique plant with this spiky base, and then these white blossoms that come up from the top. We've got a shovel here. This is Foxy's pooper scooper, and this is a tennis racket that Justin uses sometimes for manual pest control with the boring bees that bore into the wood in the sides of our house and try to eat our house, so sometimes we have to deal with them. These are green bean plants, which I'm so excited about. You can see they are just starting to bloom and blossom here, so in a little while this will be full of beautiful green beans. It's actually a mix of seeds I plant in here. Purple beans and yellow beans and green beans. It's called a Mardi Gras blend, and they are quite delicious. And I love having them right here next to the house, where we can just come down and harvest a few beans. And then there's more lamb's ear here, creeping its way right up along the porch, It's quite pretty. I really do love it. Yes, I'm getting shadowy here. It's midday here when I'm doing this, so the sun is quite bright. Here we have some weeds that I need to take care of, but also some of these might be sunflowers. I need to really pay attention and make sure that I'm not weeding out the sunflowers. But these are some petunias that I planted earlier in the summer, and marigolds. I love these marigolds because you can just, each one of these, this whole clump just came from one little start in a 6-pack from the nursery, and they keep expanding, and by the fall it will be a giant clump, as will this one that's hiding out a little bit back here. We have the phlox here, which is just, oh yes, it is just beginning, isn't it? Beautiful pink phlox that is not quite beginning to open yet, so we'll come back to that at a later date so you can see it. But I love the phlox. I love the leaves. I love the purple tinge on the leaves. Such a beautiful plant. I remember when we first moved into this house and I didn't know anything about flowers. When this started growing, I was like, what is this plant? I was so fascinated with it to see how it evolved. More lamb's ear here. A nice showing juniper bush. All of this bee balm through here, which I've been harvesting for tea all of the late spring and early summer. And it is just beginning to bloom. The very first bee balm bloom. And then the rest of this side garden, we had a lot of things over here that bloomed early. The alliums, which you can just see, where are they? You can see the remains of their bloom, and we had poppies over here and more irises. And so now I've just kind of let the ferns go to town and take over because I think they look pretty and I don't mind them. And it fills out the space. And then one more tiger lily here. So that is kind of a tour all the way around the side of our house here. I'll let you see further down, more yuccas there, lots more ferns. And this is what things are looking like here in early July in the garden. So thanks for hanging out with me here, and we'll have another installment of Summer Garden Tour coming soon as things develop. I'll let you see up this way. So we'll come back around actually. That would be nice. Some of you have said how you like the taking a walk with me videos. So I'll take you back around here. And we'll walk one more time. Back around the path. So you can see it from this side. So I hope that you are enjoying the summery weather. I hope you are staying cool as you need to, and enjoying the sunshine when you can. Yeah, that fan was probably a little loud over on that side. Our whole house fan that helps keep things cool. But we'll wrap up back over here, back in the Daylily garden. So thanks for hanging out with me here, friends. Take good care of yourself. Rest well. And I will see you again soon. Gotta love these lilies. They are divine.